In this video, you're going to learn a bunch of English verbs that you will use every day when talking or texting on the phone. The first two verbs we're going to look at are turn on and turn off. All right, so when we turn on the phone, it simply means to activate the phone. You cannot use the phone until you turn it on or activate the power source, right? Then the opposite would be to turn off or deactivate. So maybe at the end of the day, when you're done using your phone, you turn the phone off, you deactivate it. So the next verb on the list is charge. And to charge the phone just means to refill the battery with electrical energy, or juice, as some people might call it. And when you charge your phone, you have to take the charging cable and plug it into the phone. Okay, so you plug in the cable, and then when you're done charging the phone, you unplug the charging cable, or you unplug the phone. The next verb on the list is dial. Dial. And to dial the phone simply means to press the numbers on the phone in order to call someone. So the act or the action of pressing the numbers on the phone is what we call dialing. The next verb on the list is call. Call. And just in case you didn't know, the word call is both a noun and a verb. So when we use this word as a verb, all it really means is to contact someone by phone or via phone. For example, I will call you at 7 p.m. I will contact you via phone at 7 p.m. Now, when we use this word as a noun, all it means is an instance of talking to someone on the phone. For example, I'm waiting for a very important call. Okay, so that instance or that moment when I will be on the phone is the call. So the next word on the list is text, and this is also a verb and a noun. So when we're using it as a verb, all it means is to contact someone via text message. For example, I texted her yesterday, but she hasn't responded. Now, if you're using this word as a noun, all it means is a message written via cellular phone. For example, send me a text so I can save your number. All right, that's all the most basic vocabulary for talking or texting on the phone. So now let's get into something a little bit more advanced. When you receive a phone call and you decide to accept the phone call, you pick up the phone to speak to whoever is calling you. So to pick up a phone is essentially to answer the phone. It's the same thing. So when you are finished talking to that person on the phone, the next thing you're going to do is end the phone call. You're going to press the red button to disconnect or put the phone down. In some way, you're going to disconnect or end the phone call. And we call that action hanging up. Okay, so first you pick up the phone, you have your conversation, and then you hang up the phone. You end the conversation. All right, the next verb on the list is press. And to press just means to put pressure on the screen of the phone with your finger in order to make the phone do something. So you might press this button or press that button. It just is the action of taking your finger and putting pressure on the screen. All right, the next verb on the list is lock. And all this means is to restrict access to your phone so that no one can use it. And the opposite of that would be unlock. So if the phone is already locked, you have to unlock the phone in order to use it again. Many people use smartphone these days, and for privacy or security reasons, they put a passcode on their cell phone so that only they can unlock the phone and use it. So when you are pressing the numbers or the letters on the screen to unlock your phone, you are putting in your passcode, or you are entering your passcode. And if you have a smartphone, you will probably add some new applications or apps, as we call them, at some point in time. So what you'll do is probably go to the App Store if you have an Apple or an iPhone, or go to the Google Play Store if you have an Android, and download some new apps, which is essentially installing some software on your phone. And at the point when you decide that you don't want the app on your phone anymore, then you would uninstall the app. All right, the next two common verbs on the list are open and close. So if you're using these apps, the first thing you must do is press the button or click the app to open it before you start using it. And then when you're done using the app, you're finished with it, you close the app. Okay, open, use it, close. The next verb on the list is swipe. swipe. And this is simply the act of putting your finger on the screen and quickly passing it from one side to the other. Now, the next verb on the list is slide. This is very similar to swipe, but when you slide, you're basically taking your finger, putting it on the screen, and passing it from one side to the other, but you do not lift your finger off the screen. That's the key difference between slide and swipe. All right, the next verb on the list is scroll. And all this means is to move the text or the graphics on your screen in a particular direction. This is very common on social media. You will scroll and scroll, usually up, so that you can see the next image or the next video or something like that. The next verb on the list is tap, or in some cases, double tap. And all this means is to lightly hit the screen of your phone with your finger. Now, this action is very common on social media apps when we want to tell someone that we like their post, we like their video, we like their picture, or whatever it is. You double tap the photo or the image and you give it the heart or the thumbs up or the like or whatever it is, right? Now, the last verb on the list is block. So when you block someone, all you're doing is electronically impeding them from contacting you. You're creating some digital wall or something like that in between you and the other person, so that if they call you, the phone call will never arrive. If they send you a text message, the text message will never arrive because you have blocked them. All right, my friend, you have just learned a bunch of English verbs that you will use on a daily basis when texting or talking on the phone. If you like the video, be sure to leave it a thumbs up. That lets me know I should make more videos like this one. And if this is your first time on the channel, be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss the next lesson. This is Life in English. I'm Tony Kaizen. I'll talk to you later. Peace.